Hello everyone and welcome to today's video. My name is Kenzie. I am so glad you couldn't make it. And today I'm going to be going over the top 5 handbag styles that I believe will never go out of style. If this is the first time you're ever seeing me, then hello, I'm so happy to have you. My name is Kenzie. I make a lot of videos about luxury handbags, luxury fashion, travel, jewelry, mostly handbags. I like those a lot, but today we do have a more helpful type video in a way. So if you are trying to find your first luxury bag, or if you are looking for a new one to add to your collection, but you are focused more on adding classic styles and styles that I think are never going to go out of fashion. Any of that sounds fun to you? If you like the idea, then I would ask you to consider clicking the subscribe button and give this video a like and ding a little bell down there so you're notified every time I upload. And you guys, without any further ado, let's get it into the video. So yes, hi, hello everyone. How are you doing today? I thought that I would make this video because actually my mom yesterday suggested, she was like, hey, why don't you make a video talking about like bags that are never gonna go out of style. And I was like, oh, that sounds like a good idea. And I don't know if I've ever done one of those before. Let me like go back and check my previous videos because I feel like I might have done similar videos, but never one like specifically talking about bags that I think are going to stand the test of time and never go out of style. Yeah, I don't think I've ever done a video like this. So thank you, Mom, for the suggestion if you watch this, but I thought that was a great idea. So here I am making this video today. I do have 5 bags that I want to share with you guys. Now, these are handbags that I have in my collection, but I am gonna make them a bit more on the general side. So like, just because I have this certain bag, I'm mostly gonna be talking about the shape or like the style of the bag in general. I will get to all that once I get to the bag, but yeah, without any further ado, let's go with number 5. And these are not going to be in any particular order or anything. Like number 1 is not going to be any better than number 5. It's just all bags that I don't think are ever going to go out of style or go out of fashion. Bags that you can wear for the longest amount of time possible. So at the number 5 spot, I did choose my Coach Pillow Tabby bag. Now, I think the tabby style in general from Coach is gonna be one of those styles that I think you can wear for pretty much ever. Like, I do not think the tabby style is gonna go out of style. So they have multiple different types of tabbies. They have the regular tabby, which is like a tougher kind of grained leather. They have the pillow tabby right here. And then they also have the quilted tabby. It is leather, but it has like quilting effect to it. Now, these also come in multiple different sizes. This one is the 26 size, so it is the biggest one. They do have an 18 size that is kind of in the middle, and then they do have like a 8 size. What's the smallest size? I always forget. Okay, so it's the 12. That's the smallest one. So I definitely think you're going to find one that suits you from all of the different styles. But one thing that the tabby has that I think that they just kind of do really well is the shape of the bag. So the bags are all kind of like a rectangle or a square. So like the 12 size, the really small one, is kind of like a little square, which I think is very classic. And then the 18 size is again starting to look more like a little rectangle, and then the 26 size does kind of have that east-west vibe to it, which looks way more like a rectangle. And I think just this style of bag, just like a rectangle, is so versatile and it's gonna stay in style no matter what. So if you are looking specifically for a bag that is very easy to wear, it will pretty much go with anything. I think a Coach Pillow Tabby bag or a Coach Tabby in general will really be a great way to go because number 1, they're not crazy expensive. They are on that mid-range price point. So I think this one was around $495. And also, you can find Coach at really good discounts online. You can find them on Amazon, you can find them on Zillow. I got this on Zillow for the price of the 12 size. I got this for like $295, which is insane, from Zillow, but I got it years ago. Also, this bag is very versatile. You can wear it as a shoulder bag, just like this. You can take off the straps like this and wear it as a big clutch if you wanted to do that. It also has a crossbody strap, so you can wear this crossbody, which I think is great. At the number 4 spot, we have a very classic style, and I don't think that any fashion house does it better than another fashion house. I think it all depends on your personal preference and the style that you like. Like, I mean, the fashion house style. Like Gucci has a very distinct style, Celine has a distinct style. So it just depends on which fashion house that you prefer. But this shape is never gonna go out of style, especially right now because it's so popular. I have the Celine Ava bag here. Let me take off my little charm because I have a little charm on it right now. So let's take that off so you can see. Any kind of bag that is in this like half moon shape. So in my case, I have the Celine Ava Triomphe bag, but you could also do like the Louis Vuitton Loop bag. That one is a fantastic one that is in that half moon shape. There's, I think, a few from Gucci. The Gucci Ophidia GG shoulder bag as well. I used to have that one. I did end up selling it, but I'll put a picture of it right here. That one is not like a full-on half moon, but it does still have that quintessential kind of throw-on shoulder bag kind of style. But I'm sure Gucci has like their own half moon shape bag. I know that Ralph Lauren has one as well, the ID bag. If you're looking for like more of a mid-range, that one's 500. Anything that has this like half moon shape, I think is going to stay in style for a very long time. I honestly don't even know if it would ever go out of style because it is such a iconic style. When it comes to the Ava bag, this one in general, I think there are some that also have crossbody straps. Like I know the Sanmont one has a crossbody strap. The Gucci one had a crossbody strap. So if you are somebody that likes a lot of versatility, I probably wouldn't get the Celine one unless you just love the look of it, because this one you can only wear as a shoulder bag. You can't wear it crossbody. But if you are somebody that doesn't care about crossbodying your bags, then I think the Celine one is a fantastic choice because number one, Celine's quality is so freaking good. It is just mind-blowing. And I think that this bag is stunning. Just the half moon shape is a bag that's never gonna go out of style. All right, at the number 3 spot, again, we're not in any particular order. I'm just kind of picking them up as I go. My Louis Vuitton Nano Speedy. Now, I think the Speedies in general from Louis Vuitton are a really, really good option. It doesn't have to be this small one. This is just the one that I have. But the Louis Vuitton Speedies are a very classic style. It's kind of like a duffel bag style, which you can fit an absolute ton of stuff in. It is such an iconic style. You can just throw all of your stuff in there and go out the door. It's never going to become unpopular. There's multiple fashion houses that do this style. The Celine has one that's like the Boston bag, and I think that one's more of like a bowling ball bag, but it is quite similar. Gucci has their own version of this, I believe. There's just so many fashion houses that have this kind of style of bag that I think is fantastic. When it comes to the Nano Speedy, I love mine because she's very small, she's little, but she does pack a punch, and also the canvas material I feel like is just indestructible. You can also get them in leather too if you wanted to, but even the Louis Vuitton canvas I feel like is really good for this option because it is obviously less expensive than leather, but it is very hard wearing. So even if you get something like this from Louis Vuitton, they have, of course, the P9 Speedies. Oh my God, I'm still drooling for a P9 Speedy, but I don't think it's gonna happen for me. We'll see, maybe. I need like the soft Speedies, the Speedy 25, the Speedy 30. It does also come with crossbody straps, I believe. It of course has this cute little top handle. Yeah, that's really all I can say about the like duffel bag style slash bowling bag style, because like there is a difference between the duffel bag style and the bowling bag style, but I am just gonna kind of shove them into the same category because they're quite similar. All right, on to my number 2, and we cannot go wrong with the classic tote bag. Literally anything that looks like this is never gonna go out of style. The Margot bags that are really popular right now from the Row, I think those, do think they are a bit more on the trendy side because they have that very distinct shape. I don't really know how to explain it, but I'll put a picture of it. If you've seen the Margot, you know what I'm talking about. But they do have that very distinct shape. So maybe those would go off trend at some point because they are a tote bag, but they're like a very specific style of tote bag. So maybe those would end up falling off. But like this right here, this style of tote bag that's like square is never gonna go out of style. You're not gonna have any issue with this going anywhere. You could literally carry this bag in 2025 and also carry it in 2035. This one's also in leather. You could get a really good canvas one as well. And it doesn't even have to be from Marc Jacobs. There's the Longchamp tote bags that are like $100, $150, maybe $200. And they're so popular, and they're also never gonna go out of style. Like, those bags are going to stay in style for years to come. Just the tote bag silhouette is so versatile, and it's so handy because it's very spacious on the inside, and you don't have to get like a massive one for it to really make a difference. If you just carry like a decent amount of stuff with you, but you don't need to carry a full-on laptop, you can fit an iPad in here, you can fit your Kindle, you can fit pretty much anything that you would need to in this bag if you're just carrying regular stuff. But if you are someone that needs to carry your laptop, then of course get a bigger size. Really just carry your life around in these bags. The Marc Jacobs one does have a crossbody strap. I feel like a lot of these will have a crossbody strap to make it more versatile. I just never think the tote bag style is ever going to be a problem because so many people wear this style. And again, I think that you can really get a good one for a inexpensive price point. Like this one is, again, like more of that mid-range style. This one I think was like $350 when I bought it. This one is technically the mini, but they redid their sizing. So this one is now considered the small, but when I bought it, it was considered the mini. I don't know. And there's so many fashion houses that do tote bags. You can't go wrong with any of them. Now, the last bag I'm gonna talk about today is the first bag that's going to be like the bag in general. It's this. It's my classic flap. Okay. We could kind of put this in to like the iconic styles. So the Chanel classic flap, the Gucci Jackie, the Dior Lady Dior, Celine, probably like what's their most quintessential iconic bag? Like I would think the Ava bag, but maybe they have a different one. The Louis Vuitton Capucines, I don't think is gonna go out of style. So like the iconic tippy top, of course, the Birkin from Hermes. So of course I have a classic flap here, which I do not think is ever gonna go out of style. Specifically, I don't. But I don't think any of those iconic bags that are like heritage bags are ever gonna go out of style either. Which I think like Louis Vuitton would be the Speedy, but I've already talked about the Speedy. So we could talk about the Capucine, stuff like that. Especially like the classic flap and like the Lady Dior from Dior, the Gucci Jackie bag. All of those, you're never, ever, ever going to have an issue buying those bags and wearing those bags because they're always going to be popular. They're always going to be iconic. They're always going to be in style. The ones that I think that will really hold their value for those really expensive bags are going to be just the regular ones. Now you can get a fun color. Like I know this one is a seasonal one because this one is like blue. But if you really wanted to get like a really classic one, then you would get black, you know, like black or beige or something like that. But I do think that these fun colors like this can hold their value as well. Just make sure to take really good care of them. But I wouldn't get anything that's like embroidered or got like fabric on it or flowers or anything like that. Or like beaded. Those ones, especially ostrich. Ostrich does not hold its value well. I don't know why, it just doesn't. So just be careful when it comes to that kind of material. So like especially with the classic flap, I think that I'd be able to wear this in 2025 for spring. I wore it yesterday. And I think that I can wear this in 2035, 2045, which is crazy to think about. I mean, the classic flap in general, this bag has been around since the 50s. I think it was like created in like what, 1950, 1955, something like that. And it's now 2025. So it's been around for a very long time and people are still buying it. They're still loving it. They're still obsessed. Yeah, you guys, that has been my top 5 bags or bag styles that I think are never gonna go out of style. So if you are looking for something similar to this, I do not think you're gonna have an issue. But let me know in the comments if you have any other bags that you think are classic styles or that are never gonna go out of style. Just leave me a comment down below or tell me anything because I'm nosy and I want to know that. But you guys, thank you for watching this video today. I really hope that you did enjoy it. If you did, then go ahead and click up the like button for me and subscribe if you want to, and be sure to ding the little bell down there so you're notified every time I upload. And you guys will see you in the next video. Bye.